Yeah, just good afternoon. Now start the class. So today topic is emerging trends in the commercial banking system. Emerging trends in the commercial banking. So commercial ఇంతవరకు ఏంటంటే జనరల్గా మనకి కమర్షియల్ బ్యాంక్ నేర్చుకున్నాం బట్ దాంట్లో ట్రెండ్స్ లైక్ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ ఎలా ఉంది ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఏంటి దాని కోర్ బ్యాంకింగ్ ఏంటి సో టైప్స్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ డెలివరీ ఛానల్స్ కావచ్చు అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ కమర్షియల్ బ్యాంకింగ్ కోర్ బ్యాంకింగ్ లైక్ ఇవి ట్రెండ్స్ ఇన్ ద కమర్షియల్ బ్యాంక్స్ సో ఇక్కడ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ yes. So various aspects to the resolutions are various of our life. The world the large is rapidly entering into the banking system. So ఇక్కడ మనకి core banking system. Core banking reforms refers to the centralized online retail time electronic banking is called a core banking. So main important banking core banking. So for the rendering the core banking services, all the branches of the bank and network with each other and they functioning as the group. So the customers can access their bank accounts and perform the format their basic banking transactions from any branch of the group. So core banking is generally associated with the retail banking system and related to the retail banking. So core banking cover the all basic banking transactions like opening of an account, deposit of money, withdrawal of the money, payment of the checks, calculation of the interest, disbursement of loans, and creation of the mortgages, undertakings, etc. comes under core banking system. So again, in core banking, internet banking and mobile banking, which have been discussed in the detailed enhanced. So here, core banking, the advantage of the core banking. So this is an important question. Advantage of the core banking system or core banking. So there is a complete shift from the branch banking to anywhere in banking system. That is first one. Second one, it enabled around the 24 hours and 24/7 banking service to the customers. 24/7 the banking service to the customers. Next is the since a bank make use of multiple channels like ATMs, internet banking, etc. used with the core banking system. Next, it is a very convenient and easy to the customers when we deposit of the money, withdraw of the money in same bank or other banks. It is a very economically, since it is a reduce the paperwork. So economically means your reduce the expenses, the reduce the paperwork. Next, it even people in rural areas also enjoy the banking services through net banking, online, electronic banking system. From the bank point of view, facilitate the centralized control. Facilitate the centralized control. Next, the manpower requirements is a reduce of each branch automatically. It is a work done by the electronics or systems or etc. And next is next advantage is quick and efficient customer services through the core banking system. Next, it leads the standardized and various process of banking transaction within the bank well as the branches. It leads to the efficiency in management, since it gives the faster communication for correct the decision making. It also enables the centralized clearing in each city, making the faster and economical activities. It also provides way of the centralized audit instead of visiting each and every. Then these are the important advantages of core banking system. Next, this is core banking. Next is the e-banking. What is e-banking? Electronic banking. Electronic banking మనం చూస్తున్నాం కదా బయట అవుట్ సైడ్ లో మనకి లైక్ ఏటీఎంస్ కావచ్చు నెక్స్ట్ అదర్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ పేమెంట్స్ లైక్ ఇవి అనేటివి ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ పేమెంట్స్ వచ్చేసి Next, traditional banking versus e-banking. Traditional banking అంటే ఓల్డ్ టైంలో మనకి ఏంటి ఎవరి క్యాష్ డిపాజిట్ చేయాలన్నా విత్డ్రా చేయాలన్నా వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ద బ్యాంక్ అండ్ డిపాజిట్ ద మనీ ఇన్ ద బ్యాంక్. నెక్స్ట్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ మనీ యూ గో అండ్ ఫిల్ ద ఫార్మ్ టు టేక్ ద మనీ ఫ్రమ్ బ్యాంక్. బట్ ఇన్ ఈ-బ్యాంకింగ్, సో మనం ఏం చేయొచ్చు, ఇన్ ఈ-బ్యాంకింగ్ సిస్టమ్ వీఆర్ ఎట్ హోమ్, ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉంటే మనం అమౌంట్ విత్డ్రా చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇఫ్ ఎనీ పాసిబుల్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇఫ్ ఎనీ పాసిబుల్ విత్డ్రా from nearest to ATMs like okay, ATMs like other banking system. This is the so in traditional banking the customer has to visit the branch of the bank in a person to perform the basic banking operation. But in e-banking system, the bricks and the motor stock of the bank is essential for the performing the banking functions. Okay, right. So delivery products more cheaply than the traditional branch networks loaded within the expensive stock. The information of technology has been enabled the banks increase the range of their products and also services to the customers. They are giving the good services to the customers. The popular electronic delivery channels is ATM. So, what is the ATM? Automated teller machine. ATM means automated teller machines. Next, smart cards. Like a smart card means ATM cards like TV. Next, telebanking. Telebanking and internet banking. Internet banking, you know that Google Pay, Phone Pay, like this is telebanking also related to that. Smart payments. Next is the ATMs and telemarkets and the mechanical Yes, now okay. So smart cards and telebanking, internet banking are the important electronic channels. Next, electronic purchase and digital cash payments. Electronic purchase, any electronic purpose, purse is nothing but a card which contain the specified money values to it. Just like once keep the money in a rupee, a purpose, this card or any smart card or credit card or any other card stored in the specified money value each. So next is the digital cash or digital payments. Digital cash is nothing but the electronic store of the money. Money value on the technical device can be used for banking payments for the goods and services with the help of the financial network. This is the digital cash. Next, virtual cash. Virtual. Virtual currency means another innovation of the modern technology is the introduction of the virtual currency or captured currency. A virtual currency is a peripheral currency created by the technology. So virtual currency such as the bio, bitcoins and litecoins, etc. is the examples of virtual currencies. Next, e-banking services given by the given to the customers. What are the function e-banking services? The providing account information such as providing information accounting services such as by the modern banks, the provide and facilitate and funds transfer from the own account to third party account, other bank account. Next is rendering payment services of all kinds of like bill payment, purchase of demand, draft, etc. Next is offering investment services like the electronic payments for the shares and fixed deposit placements and unit trust applications, etc. Making the passbook entries with an electronic printer connected to the computer. It's providing banking services for the benefit, banking services for the benefit of aged people and for those who lie in the far of the distance from the branch. Speeding up the clearing activities of the checks and through the introduction of the micro checks. Remitted money quickly for the various purpose, remitted money for various purpose like technology and like a technology used by the like telephone charges, insurance premiums, etc. Next is transferring the funds from any part the world. So transfer and within 24 hours through NEFT or other electronic payment services. Next, taking the advantages of the different rates in the foreign exchange markets, like spot payments are like usual by the other e-banking system. Next is the banking. What is the mobile banking? Another innovation of a banking system. A banking product is introduced by the uh, MEC. MEC is the name of that is nothing but MECHQ. MEC. Nothing. Mobile to mobile payment option is called a mobile banking. Mobile to mobile banking option is called a mobile banking mode of payments. So we are paying the online payments to net. Next, advantage of mobile banking. Paying through the mobile is a quicker and more convenient for the internet. Since there is a need to log on the net banking system and the personal information system. Next, electronic wallet is nothing but an electronic prepaid account to be used for online transaction. In other words, it is an electronic device that facilitates the purchase of the goods and services online uh, through computer or smartphones. Next, internet banking and mobile payment services, IMPS. What is the IMPS? The IMPS full form is Internet Banking Mobile Payment Services. I means internet, M and mobile, P and payment, S and services. Internet bank, mobile payment services is called IMPS. The internet bank mobile payment services is a new service which has been launched by the National Payment Corporation of India (NPCI). National Payment Corporation of India is introduced by IMPS. What is IMPS? Interbank Mobile Payment Services. Next. So the services provided by the given by the IMPS is receiving the funds from any part of the world through Okay. Receive the money. So receive the money means registered is a mobile number with his bank to link the bank account. So get the mobile money identification MMID from his bank. Share is mobile number and MMID with the remitters. Request the remitter to send money to the above number and MMID. Check the confirmation SMS for the credit amount or at the same time a debit amount. Next, payment money. So payment money under the IMPS, register himself for the mobile banking with his bank, get in MMID, mobile. So we get the MMID. What is MMID? Mobile money identification or identifier from bank, like the investors. Next is get confirmation SMS for the credit amount or debit amount. Hello, you clear my voice, students? Hello, hello. Yes, yes. Next, to pay the money under IMPS. Register himself for mobile banking with his bank. Get his MMID and mobile banking personal identification. Next, download and active the mobile banking application. Get the mobile number and MMID of the beneficiary. Send the money. Send the money following the menu option in the mobile banking applications. Check the confirmation SMS for debit to his account and credit to the beneficiary account. What are the advantages of e-banking system? In e-banking system, the more advantage is there, less limitations is there. So number what is the first advantage? We get the round the clock banking means a 24 by 7 services provided by the e-banking system and convenient for banking. So banking the reduce the paperwork, reduce the paperwork. Work is fast. Within short period, they give the required services to the customers. Low cost of banking. In e-banking system, the expenses are reduced. The bank is bank and accuracy. So exactly మనకి ఏం చేస్తాం low cost of costing and we get the reduce the expense where reduce the expense we get the profit that is low cost of banking services. Next, profitable banking. Profitable banking is suppose we are working four five hello in banking they are previously working 5 to 10 members there. But here we are working the less people or reduce the employees. ఏ చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఎవరు హలో హలో చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఏంటి మీ హలో ఎస్ profitable banking where expenses reduce we get the profit. Low cost of banking and establishment. So we need not establish and less cost of establishment and quickly the quality banking. What is the quality banking? Quality banking, e-banking opens a new vistas for the providing efficient economic quality services to the customer. E-banks allow the possibility of the improved quality and enlarged range of the services being the, mm, available to the customers. Next is speed banking. So within short period, we get the benefit of the customers or beneficiary account. Next is service banking. So service banking means e-banking creates a strong basic infrastructure for the bank to enable upon many cash management products and to venture in the new field like e-commerce of EDI, etc. So this is the advantage of the e-banking system. Next, risks in e-banking system. Risk is a like a defaults. Risks means here defaults. So any work we get some advantages there, some disadvantages there. But we select more advantages project and less disadvantages or less difficulties project. A startup cost. Startup cost means it is a we purchase the equipments or the electronic items, so we get the more money spent on that. Um, Next, training and maintenance. So online working, the system knowledge is a we know that. So otherwise we can't do anything on e-banking or net banking. Next, lack of skilled personnel. So lack of skilled means suppose we have a knowledge and computer. So we do the work fast. Otherwise we learn, we take the time. So at the same time we get the um, loss of time. Next, security. So this is very, very important point. But here, security in banking system, we know that your PIN code number, you withdraw cash from your bank. So that is the one risk or defective of the e-banking system. Next, legal issues. The very complicated risk legal framework for the recognizing the validity of banking transaction connected to the net is still being put the place. Next is the restricted cliently and technical problems. The user of e-banking needs a computer and to log on the site. That is restricted client and technical problems. Next, restricted business. Restricted business. Not all transactions can be carried out electrically. Electrically, many deposits and some withdrawals require the use of postal service. Next is a destruction of the pricing mechanism. Destruction. So the internet may also destroy the basic business pricing models. The internet creates perfect the conditions where the prospective customers have access of the money, information, and etc. Next. Next, next is the bank assurance. So bank assurance, the term bank assurance refers from the distributing the insurance products through the various banking system. Various banking system are based on various banking channels. Channels. It means the bank companies undertake the business of the selling insurance products along with their regular banking business. Need for bank assurance. Heavy competition is there. Next, easy research is there. Next, fee-based income is there. Decreasing income in the core banking business. Next, increasing administrative expenses and efficient services. Finally, professional expertise. That is the need for bank assurance. Types of bank assurance. Majorly, they are divided two types. One is within risk participation. Second one is without risk of participation. In without risk participation, referral arrangements, deposits, advances, loans, etc. is linked with the with risk participation. Next, corporate advisory. Corporate advisory. Corporate advisory. There. Next, advantages of the uh, bank assurance. The large customer base is the point there. Increased profitability, better customer services, low cost business, low cost business, easy payment of the premium, efficient utilization of the resources, and lesser operating expenses. These are the advantages of the bank assurance companies. Next is the bank. Next, revised scheme of 2009. So, emergency trends in the change in 2009. That's RBI on the basis of experience gained by the RBI. Again, once again, the revised scheme in 2009. The silent features of the 2009 reforms, revised scheme. Number one, the scope of the bank abandonment scheme has been widened to the include a deficiency arising out of the internet banking system. Next is the complaints can be lodged against a bank for its non-other to the provisions of the fair perform practice code for the lenders. Next, again, any complaints against a bank for the non-observed. Next, nature of the complaints. Nature of the complaints. So in there are 15 offices of the banking awareness OBD spread throughout the country. The total number of complaints received during the 2014 to 15 is 85,131 complaints are received by the complaint companies. So the complaints are mainly related to the following um, points: unsociated credit records, charging of annual fee in spite of being one minute. Okay. So sorry for disturbance. So next is the banking amendments scheme. Objectives of this scheme. The main objectives of the scheme are the three is there. So number one, to resolve and settle the complaints relating to the provisions of the banking services, to resolve the disputes between a bank and its constitution as well as between the one bank to another bank, to make the available and expenditures of the cost effective grievance of resolution mechanisms. So appointment of the amendments mans. So RBI was appointed as one or more persons as a banking ombudsman to carry out the functions entrusted to him under the scheme. The banking ombudsman must be a person of the high and standing in the legal and banking and financial services and public administration. Generally, he will be appointed for the period of 3 years. So appointed as a 3 years. The time duration is 3 years for this. He will eligible for extension for the further period of 2 years subject and overall age limit of 65 years. Generally, appointed the time duration is 3 years. If it is a possible maximum is a 2 years is expanded or extended. So, according to the age limit is less than 65 years. Next, powers and duties of banking governments. The powers and duties is generally two types of powers. One is the general powers. Second one is the specific powers. What is the general powers? The general powers of the banking ombudsman are to receive the complaint relating to the provisions of banking services. This is a complaint from the customer related to the provisions of banking regulation acts. Next, to consider such a complaint and facilitate their satisfaction or settlement by agreement, agreement or settlement by recommendation or settlement by an award as the case may be in accordance with law. Okay. No. Next, the specific powers or duties. To be more specific, the bank amendments can receive all the complaints regarding the deficiency in banking services such as non-payment or inordinary delay in the payment or collection of checks, drafts or bills, etc. Non-acceptance of small denominations notes without assigning by any reason for the charging of commission in respect of their own. Next, non-issue of drops to customers as well as to outsiders. None other others to prescribed banking hours by the branches. Failure to honor a and guarantee or letter of credit committed by the bankers. Claims in respect of unauthorized or prudent withdrawals from the deposit accounts. Complaints relating to deposits such as delay in collection, non-credit of proceeds to parties. Next, complaints from the Indian experts regarding delay in receipt of the export procedures and handling of export bills or collection charges or collection bills, etc., is provided by such as complaints pertain to the bank's operation in India. Next, complaints of non-resident Indians. Complaints of non-resident Indians relating their relating to their remittances from abroad or deposit account of other banks and receive the related matters. Next, as for the loans and advances are concerned, he can receive the complaints such as non-observance of the prescribed time schedule for disposal of a loan application, delay in sanction or non-observance of the specified or prescribed time schedule for the disposal of the loan application. Next, procedure for re reseller, red seller or grievances. The procedure for red resellers starts with the and lodgement of a complaint. Any person who has a grievance against a bank may make a complaint in return to banking amendments either himself or through his authorized agent. So the conditions is satisfied must satisfy the following points. A complaint must state clear his name and address. Number one is a complaint state the clear name and address. Next is he should also state the name and address of the bank where the bank he should state the clear facts given rise to the complaints and it should be preparable, supported by documents. Next, the complaint should be made to be representation to the bank named in the next. He should also mention the nature and extent of the loss caused to him and the relief sought from the bank government. The complaint should be made to the ombudsman only after making a representation to the bank named in the complaint, and the complaint should have been rejected or replaced should have been sent in a period of 2 months. The complaint should be made within 1 year from date of the date of rejection or finally reply given by the bank or concerned persons. The complaint should not be in respect of the same subject matter already settled the office of the bank amendment in the any proceedings. Next, power to call the information on receipt of the complaint of the applicant. The bank ombudsman may require the bank name and address of the applicant, In case a bank fails to pay the complete requisition, the bank government may pursue the information is provided would be unfavorable to the bank. Next, settlement of agent. So agent is a mediator to a customer and bank, and receipt of the complaint as well as the information from the bank concerned. The banking ombudsman shall try to promote the settlement of the complaint by a means of an agreement between complaint and bank to the conciliation or moderation or mediation. For the purpose of promoting of settlement of the complaint, the bank ombudsman may follow any procedure which he consider appropriate at any time. Next, settlement recommendations. In settlement by agreement is not possible within a period of 1 month. Next, the copies of is a recommendation must be sent to the complaint and bank is a corrected settlement of the complaint. Next, the banking ombudsman must forward a copy of the letter of acceptance given by the complaint to the bank. The recommendation is not, if the recommendation is not acceptable to the bank, it must inform the banking ombudsman within a period of time. Next, settlement award. What is settlement award? If the complaint is not settled by the agreement or recommendation within a period of 2 months from the date of receipt of complaint. Next is the complaint and the bank concerned can submit any further representations or evidences such as further case within a period of 15 days from the date of notice passing to the award. The complaint and bank concerned can be submitted by the further representation or evidences in the support of the representations. Next is the banking government must pass an award after giving the exchange opportunities to the parties to the represent their case. Next, the award must be in writing and it's must state the directions to the bank for the specific performance of its obligation. The amount of compensation should not be in excess of that which is necessary to cover the loss suffered by the complaint. A copy of the award must be sent to the complaint and bank award. Next, the mode of filing complaints. Under the revised scheme, the complaints can be filed. The complaints are one online payment, online complaints. A printout of such a complaint shall be taken by the recorder of the banking announcement. The complaint received by the central bank, central government, or RBI, and forward to its disposal shall be entered by the ombudsman. Next, appeal. According to the new scheme, any person aggrieved by an award by the may within 45 days of the date of receipt of the award shall the perform the an appeal against the award before the appellate authority of RBI. The new scheme will be full funded and started by RBI seated in Reserve Bank of India. Revised schemes on the basis of experience against the RBI once again revised the scheme in 2009. Okay. So Okay. So could I send the notes for regional rural banking section? Okay, now students. Hello. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Telugu medium or maybe English medium, ma'am?
English medium, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, na? Next class,
Thank.
where is chapter start? Next class, where is
Okay,
chapter
sir.
start?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.